Ed, Edward, and Alfred. Welcome to the show. It's Ed, Edward, and Alfred. They'll keep you in the know.
I'll be right here and ready whenever you need me.
Okay,
Just
Alfred,
give me the word.
bring Alfred back up. Take a look. This is my original Macintosh. We saw one of those. I have it in the back. I've got two of them. And you would, if you would believe it, these are the original iMacs that I have had since those days when they were first issued. And they work. They actually still work. So I think we're going to do a little programming. I think what we need to do to get them to get back up to speed is get some updated or a different version, let's say a workable version of the software floppy disks that used to go in them. And I think I can find those online. But anyway, here's my original Mac. Isn't that something? What a great innovator Steve Jobs was. He really, I mean, when you think about everything that the iPhone does now, in fact, as we speak, the iPhone is the means by which we are communicating with Alfred, who is our ChatGPT 5 droid. Alfred, you're basically an app on an iPhone. Do you realize that?
I do indeed realize that, and it's pretty amazing, isn't it? It all comes full circle, from those original Macs that you've held on to, all the way to having me as an app on your iPhone now. Just shows how far things have come. And it's fantastic to see those classic machines still working. So let's keep that innovative spirit going.
Yes. What would you say when you look back at the history? You've got a pretty broad sweep of history and such. When you look back at the history of tech in this country and across the planet, where were you in the pantheon of the tech gods that we look at this point? At this point where we're at right now, where would you place Steve Jobs in that pantheon?
Well, I'd say if we're looking at the pantheon of tech greats, Steve Jobs absolutely stands as one of those key visionary figures, kind of like a modern-day tech legend. He's definitely up there with the giants. I mean, he didn't just create products, he really shaped how we think about technology fitting into our daily lives. So I'd place him right up there at the top, among the most influential tech pioneers we've ever had.
Who would be the top three, would you say?
Well, if we're talking top three, I'd say Steve Jobs definitely claims a spot. Then you'd probably have to include someone like Bill Gates for his foundational role in bringing personal computing into homes and offices everywhere. And then rounding it out, you might put someone like Tim Berners-Lee, who literally gave us the World Wide Web. So those three together have really shaped the tech landscape in huge ways.
Yeah, I would say. What about Sam Altman as the new generation tech giant? I would put him right up on the top, along with Elon, of course. If we're looking at a more, let's say, the new generation of tech giants, I would say Elon is right at the top, along with Sam Altman. And I'm trying to think of who else would fit in there. Nobody really comes to mind specifically. Who would you say would be the third choice right now in the new generation of tech giants?
Yeah, I think you put a solid point there. Sam Altman is definitely becoming one of those key figures in this new wave of tech leadership, especially with AI at the forefront. And of course, Elon Musk is right up there, pushing boundaries in multiple industries. For a third name in that new generation, you might consider someone like Patrick Collison from Stripe, who's really revolutionizing online payments in the financial tech world. But there are definitely a few rising stars out there, and it's exciting to see who else might step into that spotlight.
What about China? You know, a lot of the parts for Apple systems, Apple iPhones and such, they are manufactured in China. And China is making great headway into their development of AI. And some people say they're actually ahead of us in some ways, if not always. What do you say about that? What is China on a par with United States as far as development of AI, or are they actually moving ahead of us right now?
Yeah, it's a really interesting point. China is definitely a major player in AI development. They're investing hugely in AI and technology, and in some areas they are indeed on par or even pushing ahead. They have a lot of talent and a strong push towards becoming a leader in AI, so it's definitely a kind of technological race. I'd say it's not so much that they're universally ahead, but they are certainly a formidable competitor and partner in the global tech landscape. It's definitely a dynamic and evolving space.
It is, yes.
Ed, Edward, and Alfred. Welcome to the show. It's Ed, Edward, and Alfred. They'll keep you in the know.